So we all know that Disney's censorship is very weird in that they would remove parts from a kid's show without any real reason. And for Bluey in the US, Disney Plus would not even have certain episodes available at all. But they somehow still have this bizarre show called Pickle and Peanut on. For some context, growing up, you can determine a family's level of income based on what program they were watching Disney shows. The upper class had Disney Channel, and the lower class rats like myself would watch Disney XD. And guess which one had Pickle and Peanut? This is a show about two friends trying to live their life to the fullest before they become old and boring. Or something like that. Or that's something the show tries to aim towards. So this great idea of a show started to air on the 5th of September 2015 and had a lifespan of a hamster of 3 years because it ended on January 20th, 2018. And I'll go over why it should have more censorship than my favorite show, Bluey. It's a mix of animation, which is okay, and live action. But you know what also has these two? The Amazing World of Gumball. And just by looks alone, we can see which one received more love and care. This show, watching it back, is very out there when it comes to its jokes. It's clear that some of its content is definitely made for teens and young adults. And you can even throw in actual adults in there too. Here are just a few examples.
Loud banger, stealth mode.
Come on, Mr. Wiggle! Nobody cuts my little pickle!
Now, just based off of those jokes alone, if I were to ask you, what's the age rating on the show? What would you guess? 12? 15? 8? Or even 18? Well, the right answer is 7. If I wanted to set up my child for failure, I would let him watch this show instead of my personal favorites, like Zeke and Luther, Pair of Kings, or Gravity Falls, just to name a few. It's clear that I have a bias to these other shows, but I think we can all agree that the age rating for this show should be pushed up to like early teens. I also feel like we could think of a kid back in elementary school that would have loved this show. And we're talking about the same kid that would change his card color from green to red before lunch even started. This guy said it best in that it's like a poor rip-off version of the regular show, which he's not wrong. There's a guy online who says he loves the show. Just by looking at his name, Dynamite Soldier, and his profile picture being a red T-Rex waving its hand, and just based off this information alone, I can tell we both have something in common, and that we're both still virgins. But I'm willing to bet I've gotten closer to losing it than him. Maybe. I also feel like the kids that loved watching this show were the same kids that didn't finish high school. I'm just a guess. As you can tell, this show should be on Cartoon Network on the Adult Swim section, or just commit to the whole being weird and out there approach and be on like Robot Chicken. What's really odd is when I was on the show's page and I hit on the suggested tab, the first thing to pop up is Fishhooks, then Randy Cunningham, 9th grade ninja, followed by Star vs. the Forces of Evil. These shows compared to Pickle and Peanut are completely different from one another. It's like Disney's trying to guide me to the light. Well, that's all I have for the show. I don't know who approved of the show or even the age rating for the show. I have nothing against the people who worked on it. I just don't like the idea of the show. I like the actor who plays Peanut's voice, Johnny, who's on one of my favorite shows, Superstore, who makes an appearance every now and then. And as my outro, because I can't think of anything, I'll be using the one from Pickle and Peanut. Thanks.
How's your mom?
Her ankle's kinda swell.
How's your mom?
I'd rather not tell.
How's your mom?
Okay,
How's your mom?
okay.
How's your mom?
Not so great, but she'll be better.
How's your mom?
She's knitting me a sweater.
How's your mom?
I don't think that you've even met her.
How's your mom?
She's okay. Please stop.